If I had not reported the phone call, the House committees may have still initiated their investigation into the hold of on security assistance, but that's the most rosy outcome. I think the more likely outcome it would be that none of this potentially would have unfolded. Dad, I'm sitting here today in the U.S. Capitol talking to our elected professionals is proof that you made the right decision 40 years ago to leave the Soviet Union, come here to the United States of America in search of a better life for our family. My dad, being a refugee from the Soviet Union, the kind of visceral reaction is to respond, not to the far right, like in the pejorative sense, but just to be more conservative. It's the antibody to the left of communism. It definitely led to some disagreements and tensions, and he wanted me to kind of reconcile with President Trump. He had this image of me, marching in to the Oval Office, saluting sharply, and saying, "Okay, President Trump, how do we fix this?" And that would be the end of it. And it wasn't the way it was, and it wasn't the right thing to do.
What was said on the call was totally appropriate, and I call it a perfect call. I always will call it a perfect call.
There was no doubt in my mind that he understood that this was going to have an impact on my tenure at the White House, and he probably perceived, maybe even earlier than me, that my military career was toast.
You look at Vindman's, the person he reports to, said horrible things, avoided the chain of command, leaked, did a lot of bad things, and so we sent him on his way to a much different location, and the military can handle him any way they want.
My twin brother and I were professional military officers. Military is apolitical. I knew what I was getting into when I went to the White House. I was there to do my job, including obeying the orders of the president as long as they were lawful. My failure to do my duty could have allowed the facade of good governance to continue, because I think that was the first chip away at Trump as a good actor, as non-corrupt. There were other things that were going on, but this was the first one where he was actually held to account. It didn't work out exactly as designed by the Constitution, where you would have an impeachment and then a removal. But that's actually never happened in our history. But the president was fired. You're fired, President. He was fired by he's fired by the American people. And yes, I had to, end my military career was ended for me. But now I could contribute in a different way. I'll figure out what I want to do. I had all of the benefits that my dad didn't have when he came here at the age of 47, with 3 young children and a mother-in-law that he didn't quite get along with, without English language, with no money in his pocket. Between my wife and my twin brother, and the ointment of having a loving family and a beautiful daughter and like happy dogs, I mean, that was frankly, that was enough. And I have the possibilities to work hard and continue to kind of rebuild, build back better.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.